Guess what? We finally made it. We are in Yellowstone National Park. And why is it dark behind me? Well, we got to camp with about an hour, 2 hours of light left, and it was a scramble to get all set up, get dinner cooked, get the kids ready for bed, and yeah, so didn't get to do much, but enjoy a beautiful drive in, and got to do a lot over the last day and a half or so though. We stopped in Idaho Falls last night and stayed the night at Marriott Residence Inn there, and yeah, just hung out in Idaho Falls for a while, had a picnic out on the river there at lunchtime before checking in the hotel, had some ice cream out at a local dairy there, and then walked the river walk a bit more, checked out a little Japanese garden, it was really pretty, and went swimming, and yeah, then came up through Rexburg this morning and stopped at a place called Yellowstone Bear World, and pretty cool place. Kids really loved it.
His phone's in the video. It's like weird.
Standing up?
Daddy, feisty little guy. Oh, they're kissing. What?
Not only did we get to drive through and see some grizzly bears and black bears and albino elk, among other animals, and some regular elk. They had a petting zoo. We got to pet chickens and, well, like all the typical farm animals that you get at petting zoos, but they also had some deer and some little baby fawns out and about as well. And then, of course, some kiddie rides that the kids really, really love.
Hold on, let's wait for the second.
How was it?
It was fun. The first time
Was it fun?
I know Everett's face. He's a
Everett! 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 Did you like it?
It wasn't prepared for the fast. It was too fast.
Was it fast? So yeah, all in all, pretty big day. They didn't want to leave that place for obvious reasons, but we had to say goodbye to it. Of course, it put us behind schedule. Managed to make a stop at Lower and Upper Mesa Falls. Check those out. Sally!
Hey! But you didn't do it?
For who?
Big river! Then we finally made it up here to Yellowstone, and anyways, it's late. I'm super tired. Everyone else is in bed, so I'm gonna go join him, get in bed, and I'm gonna wake up early and hit Old Faithful in the morning to start things off.
Look, baby! Oh my gosh! That's cool. Awesome.
So that's just like scalding hot water.
Well, it's just after 10 o'clock here on day 3 of our vacation. It's Thursday, the 25th of July. And just enjoyed a show with Old Faithful erupting. And now we're walking up around Geyser Hill. Check out the little pools and springs up around here. Nice start to the day here.
Drop it into a pool and get one of those out. Look, there's a big one. Mom, look at that tiny little one. It's like... Come on, let's go.
Must have been windy. Someone lost their hat out there.
There's a really big one over there.
Making a mess. The sliminess?
Yeah.
It's like a plant.
Yeah, it's slimy. Oh, it's slimy.
So after spending roughly the whole morning all around Old Faithful, spent lunchtime up at Nespers campground. We actually drove up the road and almost out to Madison Junction, did Fire Hall Loop Drive, and then had lunch at Nespers. And it was Nespers Creek, I believe. And then now we're sitting at Black Sand Basin, and I'd be out with the rest of them, but me and Lennox are hanging in here with this little girl who decided to fall asleep. So since I've been here before and Lennox wasn't interested in going out right now, I sent Jess out with the rest of the kids, and they're out doing the boardwalk out here and checking out some of the pools. As soon as they get back to the car, we're actually gonna just mosey on back to camp since it's mid-afternoon now, and we're gonna take up the rest of the afternoon and the evening, getting the kayak and rowboat out and relaxing along the lakefront down at Yellowstone Lake down by camp, and make sure to get some time in doing that. Well, we made it to the lake down below camp here, and aside from a lot of weird bugs flying around and leeches in the lake this time, it's not so bad. So we're just sticking to the boats, not wading around in the water so much. It's definitely some big leeches swimming around out here, and don't want to be pulling those off. So, which is weird because 2 years ago I had some scouts out here with a group of us. We were a little further up the shore here, and I don't remember anyone having issues. We had lots of guys jumping out of their tubes to swim around with and horse around and all that fun, and don't remember leeches being an issue, but they're definitely here. So anyways, we've got dinner going. We're gonna have dinner at the lake here and doing mountain house meals just for convenience. So we brought the backpacker stove for that and a big pot. And otherwise, kids are having fun playing in the sand, making some sandy stuff, sandmen and sand castles. Oh boy.
Better start coming back.
Sally. Hey Sally. Sally, did you take Mommy's chair? No, you didn't take it? Is that your chair now? Oh, you're trying to get out now. What are you guys making?
Sandman. Everett wants a really, really big one.
Like a snowman made of sand?
Yep.
Okay, turn around. Oh boy.
I won't make the cat. What did you say?
Really? She just said your name.
Wait, I started to say L or Ellery.
Okay, Rayleigh, I got you. Are you making Lennox?
A mud man.
That's a mud man.
Uh-huh. Now it's going to be super pink.
Say hi. Say hi, Dada.
Hi, Ray.
Uh-oh. Say hi to Dada.
Hi, Sally.
Say hi.
Where's Dada?
Say hi.
Where's Dada?
Say hi, Dada. Say hi.
Oh, boink.
Say hi.
Bye. Oh, Sally. Soft spot, huh?
Sally, say hi.
Sally! Come off to my left. Hi, Sally. Well, we're back from the lake, been at camp now for a little while, and really not sure if we do that again. For the little bits of fun we had with the boats out on the lake, again, the bugs and the leeches, and more than anything, the effort to get down to it. Easy by foot, not so easy by wagon load full of all the gear we had to take, plus a stroller with Sally. So yeah, no easy path, no real place to park down there. It's just through the campground here, through everyone's campsites. Once you do get to Lakeshore, there's a little path, but even that is soft, muddy, sandy. So not so fun to wheel stuff in. Anyhow, lessons learned, and we're happy to be back at camp. And now we are going to get ready for cinnamon rolls. Who's ready to cook some cinnamon rolls?
Me. It's stinky.
Who are we missing? Willow and Sally, or Rayleigh and Sally?
Sally's in bed.
Okay. Sally's in bed. Alright, let's get them out. Just keep peeling it until it pops.
Faster, 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 faster. Go, 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 go.
Oh, isn't that one good? There goes.
Oh man, I was scared.
No big pop, just a little pop.
The other day, I saw a bear, a little brown bear, way up there. And then at the end it's like, I climbed a tree, it was super high,
Oh boy.
Then I jumped from it,
Really? We saw something new. Something in the dark.
Well, the cinnamon rolls were 50-50 success. Take a bit more practice on those. Still tasty though, but just a little doughy. Cooked well on the outside, a little doughy on the inside. Anyhow, it's late enough to go to bed now, so got the fire out and gonna call it a day. We'll do it all again tomorrow. Good.
what's that?
Well, good morning. Day 4 of our little trip here. July 26th now, and means it's Friday. And a little later, getting up this morning. Just cooked some French toast, cooking some eggs, and gonna have some hot chocolate here. Got cold last night. I mean, it was cold the night before, but felt especially chilly last night. So anyways, gonna get up and at it here. Kids are getting dressed and gonna eat here, and then we'll be off to Yellowstone Falls. And the rest of the day we're hoping to fit in as we loop back around. We hope to make stops at Fountain Paint Pots and Grand Prismatic and Fairy Falls. and then hopefully back to camp for dinner and all that fun stuff. So fingers crossed. It's hard to get all these things in. The kids like to lollygag around a lot, and it's like herding cats, seriously. Yeah. You guys are slow at getting stuff done, and it makes us late to places we want to go to, and then we have to give up things, and there's so much to see. So yeah, there's so much to see in this park. It's such a big park. You can never hope to see it all in just a couple days, a few days. So yeah, we're just focusing on the big stuff in the southern half, the southern loop, and then future trip, we'll make a go of the northern loop and check out things like Tower Junction, Tower Falls, Mammoth Springs, and Lamar Valley, all that good stuff up there. So that'll come in the future. In the meantime, on with the day.
Those cars better stop. Oh no.
I think they like know to like stay around.
Oh no.
There's a big buffalo out there. Roll your window up. Roll it up.
Let's get to it.
Hey, Everett, roll it up. Okay, now look over here, Everett. Look out my window. Look, you see? Come here, look.
Can you with your hand hop high?
You could, yeah. But yours is on with your pony. So you're good.
Don't go anywhere.
Yours is from your
Does it look like a dragon's mouth?
Let it go for
You think it breathes fire? Just smoke, no fire?
And that looks like a fire.
Yeah, it does look like a little pile of fire down there, huh?
Yeah? At the dining
Like you're upside down.
Alright, guys.
Dad, can I take a picture of your mouth?
Yeah.
And then don't climb. Or Mom. Oh, could I take a picture of your mouth before I leave? I'm scared. Obviously, is it July 21?
So we just stopped at Hardest Point and want to do Uncle Tom's staircase trail on the other side, but it's still closed after a couple years of being closed last time I was here. So on our way down to the brink of the lower falls. Well, we made it to the other side of the park, and we just did Fountain Paint Pot Trail, which was one of the to-dos we had this afternoon. We also were hoping to fit in Grand Prismatic and or Fairy Falls. Hi, Sally. In light of it being after 4 o'clock, and with the drive we still have to get back to camp, we're gonna sack Fairy Falls because that's probably a 3-hour commitment with the kids. So I think we're gonna muscle our way into Grand Prismatic for an up-close look at that and make our way back to camp from there. Are you okay?
No.
What's wrong? Tired?
You could have told me we were going to that. We were gonna stay here and not go across the bridge. I went all the way across it.
You went all the way across it already?
Yeah. Pretty really.
Well, Fountain Paint Pot check, Grand Prismatic check. Fairy Falls, I'll have to wait for another day, another trip. We're heading back to camp. Back at camp now. A nice productive day, and feels good to be back and have lots of daylight left. Got the fire going. Gonna have some hobo dinners tonight with chicken and some yummy toppings. Gonna go gourmet style on those. And yeah, excited for dessert too. Gonna try out some pudgy pies. Fruit filling on bread, toast that up in our pie iron, and be a great way to finish off the day. What's up? Let's see your blue tongue. Ah! Ah! Dirty shoulder. Doing Hawaiian chicken here. This is Jessica's. She's doing teriyaki sauce with hers. Now I'm gonna do this Caribbean jerk sauce with mine. Okay, here's what the finished product looks like. Ready to dig in. Everett's first. So you want a little bit of both, Everett?
Why are you making them with bread?
You'll see.
They're like grilled sandwiches.
And then
Did you not set up one of the chairs?
It's over here, I think. Yes, I should do it. Okay. Well, we're packing up. Sad to say, we've gotta say goodbye to Yellowstone today.
No.
Been fun though, despite frustrations that are usual with youngins. But I hope it was worth the trip for them to see what they got to see. And is that good, Sally? Is that good? What do you guys have set up here? Is this a?
It's a ride. I started doing it first, and then everyone was like, "Ooh, let me have a turn, let me have a turn." And so I turned it into a roller coaster. And then there's another hammock that Willow took over for her ride. And now I shared this ride with Ellery, but we both have different names for it. Willow's is called Unexpected.
Okay, pretty much all packed up. Sadly, we got to say goodbye to Yellowstone in a little bit here. Definitely gonna have to come back here every few years and get to see more and more of the park. Someday I hope to come back in here and do some backcountry backpacking as well. So that'd be pretty awesome. In the meantime, we're gonna book on out of here. Probably just check out West Thumb, the West Thumb Basin, Geyser Basin, just outside the campground here on our way out. And then be on our way into Teton.
I would probably just want it.
Looks like Fishing Cone is underwater. Sometimes it sticks out of the water when the lake level drops down a little bit, but right now we got so much snow this winter that it's buried Fishing Cone.
And a bunch of snow.
This is Big Cone, and Lennox thinks it should be called what? Volcano Geyser. Just making a quick stop at the picnic ground alongside the highway here and alongside Jackson Lake. Beautiful view, but unfortunately as we woke up to today, the skies are kind of gloomy, overcast, a little bit of sprinkles here and there. So was gonna picnic here, but probably not worth getting everything out with the chance of rain. And yeah, so we're gonna move on to Jenny Lake, a little further down the road, and see what it's like there, and see if the weather changes at all, because it can change that fast out here. Well, at our final stop for the trip, we're at Mormon Row Historic District here in Teton National Park, or Grand Teton National Park. We'd actually wanted to stop for lunch, tried checking out String Lake, but that place was absolutely insane with people, just so crowded. And we tried to get a spot, parking spot at the Jenny Lake Overlook area, and again, so many people, and all the major pullouts or parking lots, trailheads, and that was just insanely packed. Yeah, I mean, I thought Yellowstone was crowded, but Teton National Park right now is overwhelmingly crowded right now. But we did manage to find a little pullout under the range there with a nice view of Grand Teton and its neighboring peaks, even though it was shrouded in clouds a little bit. Had our lunch at an open picnic table there, and now again we're at Mormon Row, and there's actually a wedding going on right there behind us. Yeah, a wedding. So yep, don't want to intrude on that, so we're gonna pull up short right here and then go on to the other barn down the road here. Are you going back to the car? Is everyone full?
Uh-huh.
Everyone happy?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Everyone ready to go home?
Uh-huh.
Everyone excited to go home?
Uh-huh, but I don't want to go right now.
You don't want to go right now?
I'm still drinking.
Oh, finishing your milkshake? Aloy,
What?
what was your favorite part of the trip? What was the favorite thing you saw?
Old Faithful.
Old Faithful was the
And
cool?
the waterfall with the rainbow.
The Lower Falls?
Yeah.
Okay. Sally, what was your favorite part?
I think her favorite part was this part.
Willow, what was your favorite thing you saw? Or do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite thing you saw?
I liked all of it. The geysers.
Yeah.
That was mine.
Do you have a favorite? You can be the same favorite. Favorites can be the same.
The waterfall.
Really?
Yeah.
You like the geysers too?
Everett said the waterfall.
What, the big waterfall? Everett? Everett, you said waterfall?
He's like, yes.
What about you, Lennox?
Hotel and this park. You didn't ask me
The hotel in Idaho Falls?
Yeah, in
And
Idaho
what?
Falls, the pretty waterfalls. My favorite part was not Leech Lake.
Not Leech Lake?
My favorite. I have my favorite. Part was my favorite.
Hold on, Rayleigh.
The swimming pool.
So the hotel, the swimming pool, and what?
And I liked the what?
And
I liked camping, seeing the geysers, and seeing the pretty waterfalls.
okay. What, Willow?
The Chinese gardens or the Japanese gardens.
Yeah,
the
Japanese.
Friendship Garden.
Yeah.
I liked seeing the temple.
Oh yeah? Okay. And what about you, Lennox?
I said hotel in this park.
The hotel and the milkshake? Was there anything in Yellowstone you liked? Was there anything in Yellowstone you liked?
About Old Faithful. I liked the donuts on the way there.
Did you like seeing anything?
I liked I love the Bear World and the canoeing, not
Oh, the kayaking?
Oh,
Yeah.
God, I also love I like Bear World.
Everybody loved the Bear World because of all the rides, huh? And the bears.
I wish we could go back and the petting zoo. The cute little fawn was so cute.
Yeah. Did Mom have a favorite thing? Despite all the frustrations?
It was nice. I liked Idaho Falls more than I thought I would. It was pretty nice. And
Really?
the campground was nice. And
Okay.
Yeah.